Hello everybody. We are starting our practice today sitting on the floor and doing some breathing exercises. So you might want to sit like me, cushion under my feet. You can sit cross-legged, you can sit on a cushion, or you can lean on a wall. So there's many ways that you can do this. There's no right or wrong. Remember, you need to be comfortable. And make sure you got blankets, straps or blocks, whatever you think you might need during the session nearby, so you don't have to get up for them. I'm just going to start with a little bit of oil, and this is always relaxing when we start meditating. It can just calm your mind having those nice smells around us, okay? So just going to chant 3 times on the settle. Take a deep breath in. And then relax. We're just going to have a couple of drops of the essential oil. You can have face cream that you have already. If you don't have oils, that's not a problem. So I just rub it in front of my face. My eyes are closed. Let the smell come and enter the body. Try to relax the mind. And just relax the shoulders and the neck. And you can place the palms around your face, avoiding the eye area. Just gonna start rubbing under the chin, on the throat, because we're gonna do some chanting today. This can be quite hard on the throat, so if you need to chant quietly or just hum instead of really making it speak out, you can keep your mouth sealed and actually just hum so that you can vibrate the chest. That will be your easier option. And you can go in the cheekbones, rub your cheekbones, your temples, your eyebrows, the third eye. Just try to get a little relaxation going. Circular movements going from the third eye into the temples. And you go alongside the eyebrow line and then go a little bit higher and a little bit higher until you reach the hairline. There you go. And then you come to the jaw, relax the jaw joint here. Because we are eating, drinking, talking, distorting our face whenever we are kind of concentrating, there's a lot of tension in the jaw. Sometimes we even clench our teeth in our sleep, so it just gets really tight here. And then you just realize how much you want to relax that place. And if you start feeling that relaxation, you'll notice your thoughts will start calming down too. Start making connections. And then relaxing your neck, maybe scratching your head, getting to stimulate your scalp. This is also good because you start relaxing your mind when you're having this nice sensation coming through the skull into the brain, so your brain can relax. Gentle massage here. Sigh your tension away. And then comb your hair and come down. I'm just gonna try to talk you through about the chanting. So we got Ad guray nameh, Jugat guray nameh, Sat guray nameh, Sri Guru Dev nameh. So there will be a background sound that is gonna lead you through it. It's very, very slow chanting. And then you just can concentrate on the breathing. So you're doing the breath. So one line, one breath. and then we're trying to make all the lines into one breath. So that's going to be our practice of the breath. As I said, if you can't chant, you don't understand the words, you don't want to, you just, as you hear the chant, you can just breathe out on the exhalation and the melody. Okay, so let's try. So I'm going to turn this music on now. Try to listen to it a couple times. So I'm gonna join, just breathing in. Guray, nameh. Guray, nameh. Guray, Just let the sound or the breathing that you've done through the core muscles there, if you manage to get in tune with each line, you just started controlling the breath. So you were breathing in shorter times and exhaling out longer times, just naturally doing that breathing exercises. So when we move on now into our meditation, I want you to just remember, just notice how you're feeling now. First of all, my voice has got better because it just got a good workout in my vocal cords. I can feel that. I feel my face is relaxed, my frowning line is a bit gone. Shoulders are resting. And I'm gonna move my body just side to side a little and get into a different position. So if you want, you can do the same. So I'm on the kind of side saddle here. I'm gonna go into the deer pose. So this is 2 cushions I have, so I'm gonna make it comfortable so I can last quite a long time. So one sits right in the middle, creating that zigzag line, and the other one's gonna go the other way. They're both facing the same direction, so if you can see that. Then I'm gonna try to be comfortable. So if your hips are not finding the floor, you need something else under that front hip. So that can make you comfortable and you're in this duration, you can be here upright. It's not an easy pose, you need to get comfortable. Maybe you need more cushioning under your hips. This is all okay, just set yourself up for me, please. So I'll try to get some more music to get ourselves into a little bit more relaxed mode. So then relax your shoulders and then try to breathe in and breathe out. And arrive in your pose. See how your body is feeling now. Just gonna try to get my legs to relax. This is not a comfortable pose for me. Everything is gonna start aching very quickly. So I'm expecting it, because I'm expecting it to be painful, I'm in more pain. So I want you to now relax. Put each hand on each knee. Just relax the knees down. Start breathing deeper and deeper. And deeper. And start giving up. Giving up on the prejudice and prejudgment of the position that you don't think you're going to like. Just try to relax your tailbone, your hips, rub your legs if you need to, and just lean to the wall if you need to. So the wall is there, so you can rest a little bit more that way. I'm just gonna relax. So whichever way you want to decide to stay, you can do one and then just relax it whenever you need to. Just find your seat bones, settle in the seat bones. Relax on the thighs and your groin muscles. We are going into our gallbladder meridians and our stomach and spleen meridians, and all quite tense around the hip area. So he's just gonna try to relax here. Send your thoughts and intention to your hips. How is your hips? How are your hips feeling now? If you walked or run or had a cycle ride today and you're feeling a little tired, maybe you haven't been to a class for a while, just give yourself a little bit of a break. And try to stay upright if you're seated, or you can recline to the wall. Then you don't have to think about your core muscles as much. I got my right leg in the front, my left leg is in the back. So I feel quite split in the middle right now. So I want you to think about your right leg. How does your right leg feel? Without judging. If there's any pins and needles, this is normal. The blood gets cut in the same normal way, so it just kind of makes you feel different blood running on the different parts of the joints, and your body is starting to react. But just persevere, don't change the position, stay here and start thinking why you might be feeling so tight and how you can try to relax a little bit more. I find in this pose my right side of my back suddenly starts getting a bit tired and heavy, so I want to try to send my thoughts there to heal. Maybe lean to the left leg a little bit more just to take the pressure on my right knee and right side of my back. Then see what happens when you balance the pose a little bit more. Does it get a little bit easier? Or it stays the same? Just make a mental note without judging. Breathe and know that you're breathing. Now we're going to just extend this pose. So if you need a block, maybe you can also bring a block in the front and just rest on it. Or you're going to go all the way down. Just choose what you want to do. You don't have to recline it. You can lean to the wall instead. When you come to the recline, wherever it is, if either against the wall or in the front, everything slows down even more. You can just ground the body a little bit more. And just think about the breathing. Where is it going now in this position? And every time you're folding your body forwards, you're able to breathe in the back of the lungs more. Because we chanted for 10 minutes, you might find the back of the lungs a little bit easier. So that's gonna let you relax your shoulders a bit more. Then when the shoulders relax, you'll find the hips relax further. Whenever you're hitting walls and coming up against hardship, just try to persevere, try to breathe into it first. If it doesn't change, just come off the position, maybe change the pressure point where you're leaning against. Wriggle your hips around, your toes around, so you're softening this position a little bit more. Then gently we're gonna come up ever so slowly. Bring your legs to the center. Take your time getting to the other side. So I'm right in between the cushions and I'm gonna lean back against the wall and I'm chilling here. When I bend my knees, I feel kind of rebound position here, as if I walked 1,000 miles. I need to relax and rest and let go. Sigh a couple times more here, allowing my mind to rest, my body to take over. I am sitting and I'm breathing, and that's all I care right now. Nothing else matters. I'm running through all the things I've done this week, all the things I'm gonna do next week, but they're not affecting me. I'm trying to clear my mind as best as I can, so that I can be fresh and start anew tomorrow. Remembering we can't change the past, we can't predict the future. All we can do is be more present in the here and now. Now gently, I'm going to move on the other side. Again, I'm taking my time to sit. I'm going to have my block under my hip, legs on my cushions, because we were there a long time. So So that's, and you need cushioning, and it's just much better. So this is already feeling so different for me because I'm not very well balanced on each side of my body. But it's okay, I'm just gonna lean to the wall if I get into too much trouble, because my left hip is quite sore. And it's not the same as my right hip. So I'm just gonna arrive in this pose first. I'm reclining against the wall to give my body a chance to recover before I can just stand free, sit free. Now think about the left leg, left hip. And your right leg and right hip. Does it feel any different than the last time, or is it the same? Is it harder? Is it easier? Just want you to notice, make a note, don't judge it. Just notice that it's different. Then you start sending your thoughts and your breath down towards the hip you're sitting on. Maybe touch your knees again, rub your legs. That kind of calmed me a bit last time. I'm just gonna do the same here. So my hands are on my legs. Almost like I'm sporting them. I know they're there and I appreciate my legs. I know they take me everywhere without thinking, without reacting or resisting. My head thinks, my legs take me. I never stop to think if my legs want to move or not. I take them for granted. We all do. So I want you to send your love and your thought and your care to your legs, your toes, your knees, your shins, your bones, your muscles, your skin, your blood that runs through your circulatory system, your heart. What does it need to do all the time that we take for granted? Your breath. Just let your breath guide you and allow your mind to totally take a second stage, just back in there somewhere. You're all your legs, you're all your heart, you're all your skin, you're all your muscles. Recognize there's duality in everything. Our right leg is different than our left. Days are different than nights. Hot is different than cold. But without the one, the other wouldn't exist. Without the lack of light, we wouldn't appreciate the light. Without lack of heat, we wouldn't appreciate hot. We would think it's too hot. So there's all relevance and balance constantly in our lives. Without the left side, we couldn't be balanced on the right. So you can't only be one way, you need to be both ways. You need to be teacher and then you need to be student. You need to be male and female. These are different energies. You need to be yin and yang. Both. Too much yang burns you out. Too much yin makes you lazy. You need to be balanced. You can't be always zen and quiet and slow, because you stop getting interested in life. We need to be interested. So constantly thinking about this and accepting the way the life is. Accepting that every time we take a breath, we need to let it go. We can't hold on to that breath. So that you can have the fresh breath, next breath comes along. Everything is the same. Today goes away so that tomorrow arrives. You can't change this. This is the way the circle of life is. Just try to understand, instead of hitting against walls, we try to open doors. Instead of separating ourselves from each others, we try to find connections. So that your life becomes easier, more meaningful, more enjoyable. You can make meaningful relationships. You can change negative into positive. I want you to think, what is there in your life in this day and age, maybe in your recent history, that you thought that was negative and you hated it? I want you to think about an occasion or a person or something that happened. No matter how hard it was, I want you to think about a positivity that came out of this situation. My sister passed away. I was upset. It was very hard times. But as positive came out of it is the family come together closer. So there's always something that you can take from any situation. No matter how hard you think it is, there's always something worse. So you have to find a positive side. Because my sister has daughters and they got children. So my sister's DNA is living on. So you can think about the facts that she actually managed to have kids and family and she's still alive in a way. So you have to find something positive. I want you to think about it. But let's come out of our position, because we've been here a long time without realizing. Going to this middle again. I didn't recline that pose there because it was hard, but it's good. We've been there enough time. So I'm gonna now lean against the wall. You don't have to. And I'm getting my feet into butterfly. So after doing the deer pose, this is so much easier for me. Even though it feels easier, I'm going to keep pulling the feet in and lean against the wall, and so I can be here and relax a little. Because I've been through a lot. I thought about heart issues, which we need to think about them. We can't bury them, so we need to live through them, unfortunately. But I just want to relax because it's tiring. So if you're feeling the same way, rest your head on the wall and feel the support of the wall. And let the emotion wash out. And know that you're going to be okay as long as your breath is there. You're going to live. Because if your breath is there, you're going to be able to enjoy things. So we're going to do a side bend here. So I'm going to do an assisted side bend because I'm against the wall. I'm resting my forearm onto the block I have, and the other arm is going to go up. And I'm going to rest my elbow and just go. Again, I'm doing this lazy option. It's okay. I'm going to just go bend there. I know I'm quite flexible. I possibly will go down further, but I'm resting against the wall. My head is not forced. My neck is going to stretch. And I'm going to bend my body as it wants to go. My hips not lifting. So we're on the side bend. Once again, we are hitting the gallbladder meridians, kidney, liver, stomach and spleen, all the lower body meridians affected. When your arm lifts, you get the heart meridian also, and your lung and small intestine meridians, so they get affected. Just try to stay there. Breathe. Know that you're breathing. Allow the wall to support you, gravity to pull you down, and you give up on all the tension, all the prejudice, all the worry. We can't help it. We are human. We always want more. We always worry about things. This is how the world goes around, especially these days. Nobody talks about beautiful things. Like, we are in autumn, the leaves are changing, the colors are amazing. It's starting to get darker, but it's nice crisp weather with glorious sunshine, blue skies today. And then the ice fist onto the leaves. So it's not that bad. Nothing is bad. Some things are inconvenient and you can't always get what you want. That's the facts of life. But you got what you need, which is your breath. And you just focus on that. Now I'm just gonna gently lift back to neutral, slowly helping myself up into my butterfly again. Just gonna rest my shoulder and my head. Just totally emptying the mind. Active relaxation. Allowing my breath to feed me, nourish me, vitalize me. Allowing my mind to just go on holiday. So it refreshes itself. Restart, rewind, reset button. Now, if you feel ready, slowly gonna go on the other side. Again, I'm just resting on the block, so I'm not all the way on the floor, and I'm gonna rest on the wall and just allow my body to move gently. So there is not too much pressure, but I feel my arm and my shoulder relax. I'm not forcing my head. I'm just allowing the drop. My hips are on the floor, and I'm pushing against the wall to keep my head in line with my shoulders. My elbows trying to open to the wall also. Now just gonna relax, enjoy the heartbeat. And if you're breathing getting a little uneasy because you're stretching the lungs and the muscles around the lungs there, you can just take a couple of sighing breaths. It might be quite hard now because we worked a lot. Try to relax your neck and your shoulders. Change position if you want to. It's not a problem. Try not to move the knees off the floor. We got only a few more minutes here. You can decide to not be here anymore, but I'm going to persevere. Try to relax my arm and my shoulder and my neck. Rest on the wall so I can really stretch. My left side is always hard. It feels harder. Your heart bends towards the left, so when you bend to the right, it's getting harder for it to beat. When you bend to the left, it's easier. It's easier for your heart. So if your heart is starting to beat faster, this is normal. last minute here. Maybe you want to drop a little bit further. Try to see if you can increase the stretch, but you don't have to force anything, remember. Now gently come back and fold your body back up. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Visualize that spine straighten in the middle. As you arrive back in the middle and you're resting on the wall, you will feel so much relaxation. Just meditate on this for a while. I now feel total focus on my third eye, and I'm just going to be silent here, so you got a minute to try to silence the mind. See whether you can just think of nothing for 60 seconds. It's hard, even if 10 seconds is enough, but just try your best. Off we go. Don't forget to breathe. Eyes on third eye. And your mind is not thinking of anything else other than you staring at the oblivion on the third eye. Slowly move, cross your legs. You don't need to chant because you chanted a lot. You can just lie down to finish on the floor or chant an Om and 3 times Shanti with me. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Take your arms up, touch your hands together, touch your face, touch your chin, touch your chest. Namaste everybody. I hope you had a good journey there inwards, and have a nice week. I shall see you next week. Take care.